Alright, this is Ezekiel 37. Yeah, Ezekiel 37. Stop. What are you doing, phone? Satan. Ezekiel 37 and 16. Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companion. Then take the other stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, for all the house of Israel, his companions. Can you get Genesis 49? And join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in my hand. And that's this stick, man. The 12 tribe time, man. Because when you go to Genesis 49, it gives all the prophecies of where the tribes will be, man, in these last days. Yep, and the characteristics of where they're at. Because with Issachar, it says
Maccabees 14 and 1.
It Moses. Says, shit, you got it. Can get about just jump around in it. Yeah. Yeah. Because the tribe is that's why it says Negroes are African American, so-called African American, because that's where the majority of the Negroes are. The African American. The scriptures tell you why we put it as that through that high priest Arya set that up, man. Because it's through the spirit.
Ezra.
Oh, okay. This is Genesis 49 and 1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
It says what shall befall you in the last days. That's how you know who these people are. Because we're in the last days. It shall befall you in the last days, man. This is how you gonna know who you are in these last days, man. Because I'm giving you these prophecies of what's gonna happen to you so you can figure out who the hell you are in these times, man. It's simple, man. Jake wanna get all hyped up and just don't wanna chill down and listen. Just shut up and listen, man. Because it didn't say what happened in ancient world at the last days, man.
Gather yourselves together and hear, and ye sons of Jacob, and hearken to Israel your father. And you know, since he said he was a Levite, so I'm gonna jump down to Levi right quick. It says, Simeon and Levi are brethren. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitations.
And if we had a map, if Simeon and Levi live on that same island, man.
Hispaniola, right?
It says it in there. I think it says let them dwell together.
And what's those instruments of cruelty for the dummy nigga and his it look like that's his proselyte homie dummy nigga friend or some that's that voodooism all that bullshit they be doing.
It's Levi got voodoo, and then the motherfuckers Dominicans, they got Santa Maria and all that other witchcraft, man. That's the instruments of witchcraft.
Brujeria. Voodoo. Voodoo.
I got that. Interesting.
Yeah.
It says, "Oh my soul, come not down into their secret."
Also, the southern tribe consisted of what? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So if they considered a Judah, Benjamin, Levi when they was going to flee into the mountains, all right? And Levi, Judah, Benjamites, so-called dark-skinned tribes, they go and flee into Africa. And then they're all going to go among the same place. You got some that went, I think they call them the Kohen, that went to South Africa. Not all, but you got some that went to West Africa, some went to different parts of Africa. So you think what would happen? They would get taken into slavery and go across on the other side.
And then also, predominantly, the major part of Levi was dwelling in the southern parts, you know, with Judah, right? They were ministering in the temple. When 70 AD happened, where did they go? Like you said, they went into Africa, you know?
I was over there. All right, Kanye, look at it. You gotta look at it like this. Look at it like this also. When what was that, Jeroboam? When he got rid of all the
made the Gadites high priest.
Well, he made him high priest. Now remember, who was in the suburbs of all Israel? Levi, right? Levi was in the suburbs of all Israel. So you would think that Levi, he said he got rid of all of them. Yeah, he got rid of them, right?
He took the common man and put him in a high place,
right? Yep. Now, you know how you have migration of things that it has
you might have all the Israelites. You might have a Levite that no, I'm good. You might have a Levite that had seed in there, or even we were supposed to win, but Levi ain't gonna just pop.
Yeah, Levi had to.
He could have had Levites that was still mingling around in the section of all the rest of the Gadites and stuff. But he said he got rid of all of them, but we don't know. So now you got men that came over here that were the Gadites would become were the Levites. You could have had remnants of Levi in Gad and shit like that. You know what I mean? It could. I ain't saying that's what it happened, but it still could have been the fact that it had been Levi was still among most of, because then they bring some Levites over here when Columbus and to speak Columbus.
Well, it's slavery.
It's all. And then didn't some brothers leave and go into Levi? I mean, to run into the natives because these started Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. It was slaves amongst them. Then those Arawak Indians down there in Hispaniola. Yeah. So. Can some of the Levites been popping some of those Indian women?
The tribes,
when they popping them up here. So then you got you could have at this time you could have Levi looking like Gad.
That's just a fulfillment of prophecy.
That's all it is.
Are people being scattered into the four corners?
Yeah, they need it.
Yeah, but not to be Levites, because the seed of Arab.
Yeah, in order to be a priest.
To be the priest. Yeah.
But when they start going off.
But the seed of Levi, it's still in certain, it could be looking like a Gadite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because you pop the Gadite.
Yeah. It could be a pop the Gadite woman. And then in that seed, that's what I'm saying. He said the seed is spread, it was the scattered. They know about the scattering. And because a lot of these people, a lot of these Israelite groups who listen to our apostles and how they talk and break it down in that sort, but they still go into their own way of making it their way, because nobody wants to act like they're going with the apostles of our apostles.
They don't have the breakdown. But they sit back and hear the apostles going down and brothers break it down, but then they sit back and say, okay, well, no, that's wrong, that's wrong. How easy is that to do that? Okay, if this that we have is wrong, then what's right? Show it to us and show us out of the scriptures. Right. But they couldn't do it. What they had to do, they had a bust to catch.
God, bust to catch. And give us papers.
Because they ain't had no scriptures.
How do you know you're a Levite? Give me papers.
It was revealed through the Spirit.
It's through the Spirit.
Well, what else was revealed through the Spirit?
Yeah, kind of. So we got this doctrine of Israel. That's what we're talking about. Them the worst ones, man. Them the worst ones. Go ahead, bro.
We can't sit back and tell you which tribe each person that we come across is from, but we can I don't want to say generalize it, but we can give you a pretty much we can give you pretty much a better understanding based upon the scriptures.
Right.
Because the scripture that the Akim are going into, it describes what will happen to those tribes during the last days.
So
he gets that up.
It says, "O my soul, come not thou into their secret, into their assembly, mine honor. Be not thou united, for in their anger they slew a man, and in their self-will they dig down a wall. Cursed be their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel. I would divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel."
Right. But they got scattered too. Yeah. They got scattered amongst the tribes. But the majority of them is fucking over there in Haiti, man.
Yeah.
And that's how you know Simeon and Levi are the so-called Haitians and the so-called Dominicans, because they live on that same island, Hispaniola, and they fucking hate each other, man.
And I bet you asked that nigga, he said, yeah,
that's a curse.
Toussaint Louverture is my uncle. It was my great. Oh these niggas be amazing when they because in Israel a lot of them see, that's why in Titus it says don't endless genealogies. That's why when you try to bring up endless genealogies, man, there's no win. Because everybody one time Nate was a Gadite, now he's a Judite.
Okay.
Now remember, a lot of people want to be a Gadite because they think of hair. You know what I mean? Stupid. You know what I mean? They think, hey, I got good hair. I got straight. Yeah, my people. Yeah, they do some shit like that. But then some people say they're Levite because we the Lord's, we the priest of the Lord, and he gonna say he was a Kohathite. Korite. Yeah, Korite. Yeah, he gonna say that next. You know what I mean? I'm the son of Aaron. You know what I mean? So they do all this because not realizing that the Lord made all the men of Israel priests.
God.
They don't keep that was next.
We have Revelations 5 and 9.
That's all they think about, man. You know, you don't see them talking about, yeah, I'm Naphtali. You know, I'm Judah. Not Judah because they the head tribe.
You gotta watch out for them tribal niggas.
Them tribal niggas, man. That's why I say don't worry about the end of genealogies, man. Just know you're an Israelite, man.
Well, you don't know exactly which tribe you come from. You know, because it tells you in the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter, that this devil is going to war against us, man, and that you know, power shall be given into his hand for times and the dividing of times. So just think about how much this devil has fucked our nation up, man.
They could have been an Edomite.
You know, you could be a Gadite thinking that you're a Judite, or you could be a Judite thinking that you're an Iskarite, man. Because here it is, you had Negroes that were taken down into Mexico. There's a man by Gaspar Yenga. Because what happened was he helped liberate the southern kingdom that was down in slavery in Mexico, as well as the northern kingdom that they were enslaving as well, man. So you don't know exactly which tribe you come from, but through like they said, through the Spirit, it can be revealed unto you, man. Right. You know, the only thing that matters is if your spirit gravitates to this truth or not. You know, when the time comes, the Lord is going to send the angels, and they're going to go throughout the four corners of the wind, and under the four corners of the heaven, and they're going to gather the elect of the Lord. And then that's when it's going to be known what tribe you're really from.
And right now, to worry about a tribe is crazy. Israel's already been scattered enough to worry about what tribe you in. Because when this all goes down, you're not gonna be saying you're one of those tribes. You're gonna be just knowing that you're Israelite and you just want to be saved from this destruction.
That's it. That's all that matters. If you're Israelite and if you're saved or not. When the Lord takes us away from this place, then it's gonna be known what tribe we're from, man. Then it's really going, because we believe in this thing through faith. We don't have genealogical records that we can go to and say, okay, well, I can trace my bloodline all the way back to Levi, or I can trace my bloodline all the way back to Gad. And we believe on this thing through the Spirit, man. It's all spiritual, you know. Go ahead, grab that bubble shot.
This is Matthew 24 and 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four.
And this is what matters. What matters, it doesn't matter which tribe of Israel you're from, because you can be a Levite, but that doesn't mean that you're part of the Lord's elect. You should strive to be a part of the Lord's elect. That's the reason why the scriptures say, give diligence to make that calling and election sure. Now, I don't know where the guy was headed to, but if you're serious about the word of the Lord, you'll be out on the street corners preaching, man. You know, that's a sign to show if you're close to being of the elect or not, because you ain't gonna just be sitting on your ass, you know. But he said his little piece and then he walked off, man. And we believe everything in regards to this truth through the Spirit, man. We believe that we're of the Most High's children through the Spirit. Romans 8:16, Baba Kasha. Romans 8:14. It's not something that we didn't trace our DNA, man. We didn't go to Esau and go to what do they call that? When you trace your DNA, the little service that they have.
Ancestry.com.
Ancestry.com. We ain't go to no goddamn Ancestry.com and ask them to trace our genealogy, man. Well, why is it here it is you're a Gadite and you go and get your genealogy traced, but they say that it goes back to Africa, but that you're African.
Got it.
Go ahead.
Okay. This is Romans 8:14. For as many as are led by the Spirit of the Most High, they are the sons of the Most High.
This is what it's about. And you might have an Edomite looking male. You know, you might have blonde hair, blue eyes, and through the Spirit he believes in this word. Now you can't look at him say which prospective tribe he's from just by looking at him, but he could be a Levite, you know? Like for an example, Blake Griffin's son. Blake Griffin's father is a Haitian who popped a white woman.
Yeah, Levite.
Blake Griffin came out looking like an Edomite. If you don't have an eye to see, you know, the Jake features that he had. You know, but he came out looking like a straight up Edomite. But then he went and popped another white woman, and their child came looking like an Edomite. His child has blonde hair, man. You know? Go ahead.
It say, for ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High.
The Spirit bear witness with our spirit that we're children of the Most High, man. It's all about the Spirit. Cause here it is, you got Israelites. They know that they're Israelites. Can you grab that in Ezekiel 37:8 again? They know that they're Israelites, but there's no breath in them. They don't have